The Supreme Court of the United Kingdom, in a landmark ruling, has said that Boris Johnson's decision to prorogue Parliament was indeed unlawful. Many questions now remain about the fate of the UK, the future of Brexit, and also the fate of the Prime Minister. Reacting to the news, leader of the opposition Jeremy Corbyn spoke at the annual Labour Party conference in Brighton and slammed Boris Johnson with strong criticism.
And it shows that the Prime Minister has acted wrongly in shutting down Parliament. It demonstrates a contempt for democracy and an abuse of power by him.
The big question now is what comes next regarding how Boris Johnson will decide to proceed, with many calling for the Prime Minister to step down.
It is not over for the Prime Minister yet in his quest to leave the EU on or around the 31st of October, because we're already hearing from insiders inside Number 10 and also from within Boris Johnson's team at Parliament that they might not feel that they have to abide by the piece of legislation passed by Parliament preventing a no-deal Brexit. Mr Johnson and his team are of the opinion that it is a poor piece of legislation, that it is a shaky, unsound piece of legislation, and that the Prime Minister is not bound by it.
With Parliament now potentially allowed to reopen and with the Brexit deadline just around the corner, all eyes are on Boris Johnson and the government in anticipation of the Prime Minister's next move.
The Supreme Court ruling that Boris Johnson's decision to prorogue Parliament was indeed unlawful is highly significant. Whatever happens now, many people will be asking just how far the Prime Minister is willing to go in order to push through a no-deal Brexit in the coming weeks ahead. Richard Sudan, Press TV, London.